Sneako time. Sneako just ended his fucking career. Nux dropped this a couple days ago. Yeah, maybe stop fucking digging your nails into my neck. Be appreciated. Turn up the volume. Oh, can you guys hear her? I would never kick my kitty's butt. My kitty is a fucking adorable. Yeah.
Now, Israel's been in the news. Super rare. Almost no one ever talks about Israel. But first, before we talk about what's actually going on with the whole Israel situation, with the UN allegedly getting exposed, actually funding terror organizations, with Muslims perpetrating a genocide in Nigeria where they massacred hundreds of people literally this past Sunday. First, we have to talk about exactly why Sneako, all right, he has 85 IQ, which means he's more intelligent than the average Muslim. So we should listen to him. He obviously knows what he's saying. This is why he is super invested in Israel.
Stop politics. We holding on to you very hard, huh? No, we need to talk about this stuff. Can you do one stream without saying Israel, 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 Israel? Jew, Jew. No, I can't. I really, this is every stream. Someone was saying that to me on Monkey yesterday. They're like, why do you keep talking about this? Because there's...
That's a fantastic question, sir. Why do you keep talking about this?
Well, first off, many people aren't, and there's so much propaganda.
Everyone's talking about Israel. Is he really trying to do that? Well, you see, I'm criticizing Israel because no one's willing to do the hard work. No one's willing to criticize Israel.
You guys have the chat box back up.
Yeah, but Israel, notoriously known for not getting criticism.
I'm going to keep talking about it. It's important to talk about.
All right,
it's more relevant to talk about every single day. There's a new Tommy G APAC video. Ooh, interesting.
Oh, holy shit. We can talk about APAC? APAC? Did you know that APAC is a Jewish organization in America that donates to politicians? I personally don't like them, but holy shit, we got to talk about that again.
About Sudan too? Yeah, I mean, apparently the UAE is funding the genocide in Sudan. I need to do more research in that, but... Okay.
Oh my God, you mean the United Arab Emirates is literally a really close ally of both Israel and the United States right now, and you really don't like that at all? And those are the bad Muslims, unlike the Muslims that want to kill us. Those are the good Muslims. The bad Muslims, those are the Muslims that want to make an alliance with us.
Of course, free Sudan, blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 not important. We're going to get back to the Jews.
We know. You're obsessed with Israel? Okay, here we go. So here's the thing.
All right, now he's going to explain exactly why he's obsessed with Israel. You see, some people actually have, really valid criticism, major talking points, and then you have Sneako, a new thought leader of the Islamic world.
I'm sure you guys get that critique too, that you're obsessed with Israel.
Nope. I actually don't get that critique. I think you are projecting, my guy.
It's not that we're obsessed with Israel. It's that they're obsessed with the Goyim. They're obsessed with us. I would love to never have to...
It's interesting because Israel notoriously is well known for the fact that they have never started a war. Every single one of their wars was started by the other party. 48, 54, 67, 73, even the October 7th attack. Every single war was declared on Israel. Anyway...
To speak about this again, wallahi, if I never had to think about this, my life would be so much better.
This dude literally thinks Mossad agents are living in his walls, planning to kill him.
I have Israel fatigue, just like all of you. I don't want this to be on my mind. I don't want this to be a relevant issue at all.
They're killing terrorists.
Nobody does. Do you think that this is something that we're excited to talk about?
I absolutely fucking love Israel, guys. Like, I hate to be the person to have to tell you this, but, like... They kill a bunch of terrorists that would try and kill us if given the opportunity. So, thank you. Very much appreciado, guys. Like, I have no bad things to say about Israel. When they kill somebody with a bomb, it's 99.8% chance it's going to be a dead terrorist. So, like, every terrorist, like, bombs away, guys. Bombs a fucking way. Enjoy. Have fun. Target practice.
Fans export genocide and the murder.
OnlyFans export? Excuse me, sir. Israel is not the exporter of OnlyFans. The creator of OnlyFans was a Jewish guy, true, in America. Genocide, you say? You mean the thing that Muslims do all the time?
Yeah, there was a lot
How
of people
Hamas
that
tried
had
to
that
genocide
problem.
the Jews in Israel?
Connor said he kept getting logged out. There was a bunch of people that kept getting logged out yesterday.
multiple times, how in 1948 there was a war of genocide against the Jews, how in 1967 there was a genocidal war against the Jews in Israel. And if the Jews are out there in Israel doing genocides all the time, why haven't they succeeded in genociding anybody? Very ineffective
because you guys
genociders.
suck at it.
Murder of children. We don't want to speak about this. But now the ground troop invasion is imminent, which I have been telling you.
Maybe.
They're probably
possible.
going to send 5,000 Marines.
Not sure what that has to do with Israel.
Right now they're saying that there's 50,000 U.S. troops in the Middle East. They're saying their goodbyes. I'm seeing videos from family members saying that they're probably not going to return for 10 months.
Nope, that's AI, my friend. I don't think anyone's putting out those videos. You saw AI videos, or you saw videos from other times.
Strippers around in the Middle East, they're saying that the soldiers that are already deployed are extremely depressed and they're throwing a lot of money because they think they're being sent to their death right now.
Yep, no one's saying that. That's not a real thing.
I don't want to talk about this, but it's more relevant than ever, and it affects every aspect of our lives.
That's right. Israel, a country the size of New Jersey in the Middle East, is...
No, it's not that they can't catch it, drug addict. It's they're too stupid to realize that it's AI. Like, it's very easy for us regular people to realize and see and tell, but oh, you can just see it in his face. He's too stupid. He's just dumb.
Relevant to every aspect of Sneako's life. The reason why Sneako is single? The Jews. The reason why Sneako doesn't have a family that loves him? The Jews. The reason why Sneako has no children despite preaching that lifestyle? The Jews. Really glad we figured it out.
The reason the oil...
Yeah. If every problem you have is somebody else's fault, shut up.
Up. The reason the stock market's up.
The reason the oil in the stock market is up has nothing to do with the Jews. It's Iran is trying to build nuclear weapons to destroy us in America. Okay, so we went to blow them up there. All right, the oil's
doing a fucking great job of it too.
It was higher under Biden. Stock market's up is a good thing, actually. Dumb fuck. All right, stock market's up is not a bad thing. Complete retard, Sneako. Oil's up to basically where it was at during 4 years of Biden. All right, okay. Anyway,
it's everywhere. The reason that I have to navigate the way I do is because of this.
He has to navigate because of the...
No, it's because you are a retarded Muslim wannabe.
Jews.
Stripper intel, yeah. Family intel,
He's a fucking gay man that fucking decided he was going to be trying to be a Muslim. Like, I don't know how that's supposed to work out, but he's trying.
Stripper intel, we're hearing it from all sides.
That's right.
So yeah, of course, keep
strippers told Sneako that soldiers are depressed because of the Jews in Israel.
Keep spreading the truth, but I don't want to...
You can tell these lips have fucking played with a penis.
Bro, it is... Oof, it's not the most exciting thing to talk about.
Yeah, so guess what he talks about for the next hour and a half of his stream. Anyway, he's been on a tear lately, honestly. I have to show you another clip from that stream because this is one of the greatest clips of all time. This is him completely rewriting all of the Bible and explaining Lucifer's actual sin. Lucifer's actual sin was not pride. No. He was Islamophobic.
Or look at the origins of Satan.
All right.
So Iblis was arrogant. He was told to prostrate to the angels, and he thought that he was greater than and so he didn't want to bow down. He wanted people to worship him. The reason that Iblis became
no one knows. I guess maybe in Islam that's the case, but yeah.
Satan was that he was a jinn, a spirit, and he rejected.
He was not a jinn or a spirit in truth. Maybe in his donkey religion it is though. Maybe that is the case.
The command from Allah. This is in most doctrine, the command from God.
Most doctrines, he says, even though it is not the Jewish or Christian doctrine.
He didn't want to prostrate, and he wanted that for himself because he thought he was superior. In fact, the first racist was Satan. This is why I say that racial supremacy is the root of all evil.
He's a Muslim. Muhammad was literally an Arab supremacist. Islam is literally a supremacist religion where you must kill the kafar. You force anyone that doesn't convert.
Does he actually believe the shit that comes out of his mouth? True, like, honest fucking question, you guys. Like,
to Islam to pay you a jizya tax as a dhimmi, a second-class citizen. where you could take their women as sex slaves and rape them. And also, no, Satan was not a racial supremacist. That wasn't the issue at all in any religion.
No.
It's funny, I tweet that, and then everyone's like, you hate white people. Isn't that extremely telling? If I say racial supremacy is the root of all evil, immediately white people get really, not all, obviously not all, but you see so many.
You think racial supremacy is the root of all evil? All right, so when Adam sinned, was it racial supremacy that made him eat from the tree? Like, this is truly diabolical.
You hate whites. You could apply that and say that Zionism in Israel, this exists clearly because of racial supremacy. Zionist ideology is a racial supremacist idea.
Oh my God.
The fuck? Most Israelis are not white.
God, you mean because Israel is Jewish ethno-state? You mean just like how Japan is a Japanese ethno-state? That's crazy.
Yeah. It's not just...
I miss my Japanese women. I'm really getting mad at you, X.
the basis of fascism.
Yo, did you know that China is a Chinese ethno-state? All right, anyway, so he's been cooking. And just to show you the level of, the level...
Well, China is also a communist state.
Level of bullshit this dude's been spewing on his streams, because he is the #1 fighter for Iran right now. He is praying that we lose the war. All right, so this is him explaining why he believes Islam is true.
I will never get over the fact that all these birds here, thousands of birds in Medina, Mecca, and there's not one piece of bird poop. Not one. They know better than to leave a mess in the holy city, even though they're eating here.
Oh my
guy, is this not bird shit all over the ground? Like, am I the one that's fucked up here? Is that not bird shit right here? Right here? Is that not some more right there? Right there? Right there? Right over there? Right there? Right there? Like, am I the fucker?
God, the birds don't poop.
Again, am I the fucker? Look right behind Nux's head. Right in front of Nux's head. Down the side next to Nux's head. Like, am I the fucker?
Poop in Mecca. Holy shit.
The one time you could see a little bit of it.
Quite literally. Holy shit. It is holy.
Is right here by the trash can.
Oh, yeah?
Because it's under a light post, you fucking dolt. They sit on the light post and they shit while they sit on the... Oh my god, I'm like actually fucking retarded.
But other than that...
Other than that, there's some right there and right
it's like
there.
they were told. Why do they know that this is their only toilet right by the trash can?
This guy's awesome.
SubhanAllah.
I find that to be proof.
Oh,
You know,
proof.
I saw that in Mecca, but you could see it in Medina as well.
He saw it as proof, ladies and gentlemen. Proof that Islam is
This is proof, you guys.
real. The birds do not shit in Mecca. Anyway, this is the Kaaba, the holy cube, covered in bird shit. Anyway, anyway.
Ah. El Sneako.
I guess that disproves Islam. Damn, that's crazy. Honestly, wonderful stuff. I'm really glad that the major voices that oppose killing terrorists is this fucking retarded. Now, you have to understand what's going on here. Because even Sneako's friends are getting really tired of him because he's retarded.
Birds are protectors. Tel Aviv is cooked Sharia law greater than Judeo-Christian values. Absolute.
I might have to use my fucking gay Avengers fucking meme for the thumbnail for this.
Coal mine from Sneako today.
He's such a Kohler. It's just like he hates America, bro. Sneako hates America.
True.
Today he goes, Sharia law is incompatible because we're not like degenerate pieces of shit. No, Sharia law is incompatible because it is fundamentally not of the West. It's because you force your women to wear like a giant black face mask and cloak like that. How about that for openers? How about brushing your teeth with...
Whoa! Hey, calm down, Nick. You guys were just all buddy-buddy at the clubs. Like, what's all this hostility towards your best bud?
the stick? How about facing Mecca? How about forcing non-believers?
What about all your buddies? Andrew Tate? Like, they're all fucking Islams, bro. Like, what you doing here?
To pay a jizya? How about all the other shit? How about
Yeah. So anyway, everyone's really starting to realize, holy fuck, this guy's retarded. Now we got to talk about the rest of the Israel drama, all right? Because Sneako's not the only one that has Israel fatigue. So Pedro Sanchez, communist leader of Spain right now, in the early hours of yesterday, a new red line was crossed in Lebanon. A UN blue helmet was killed in the attack. 3 others were injured. Oh my God, someone from the UN was killed by Israel, literally in a war zone, let me remind you, because Hezbollah in Lebanon fired missiles into Israel. So Israel stormed Lebanon to destroy the Hezbollah terrorists, which included a UN peacekeeper, it seems. Super condolences from Spain guy. Beautiful stuff. You'll love to see it. That's really awesome. Hell yeah, awesome shit. The reality, however, is that it is currently unknown if the rocket that actually killed this UN blue helmet guy was actually from Israel or if it was a Hezbollah rocket. We don't know. It's still under investigation, but he immediately took a biased side. Very interesting stuff that the communist always allies with the radical Islamist. But the reason why I wanted to talk about this specifically is because we have exposed something that I have been expecting for a very long time. So, one of the gigantic exposés lately that honestly blew my mind is this is a Hezbollah terror HQ, and it is based inside a school in Lebanon. So once again, totally proven that they are actually putting the Hezbollah bases inside of schools, all right? Yep. We've said this. However, if you pay attention, they have UN refugee agency donations. UN logos were everywhere in the actual Hezbollah terrorist HQ. This is the Hezbollah flag, and it is covered with
U.S. tax dollars. Hard at work. Yay!
Hezbollah terrorist leaders' faces, all right, and it literally has like the actual UN logos, all right. So really, now here's another thing. The media keeps doing this, all right. So this is Sky News, all right, leftist British extraordinaire, all right, talking about the horrible tragedy of the Lebanese journalist killed by an Israeli airstrike.
We're at a temporary graveyard in Beirut where the 3 journalists who were killed in a targeted attack by the Israeli military are being...
There is no evidence that the Israeli military targeted the journalists. Yes, it was a targeted attack that targeted terrorists, but there is still no evidence. It's still being investigated now that they killed the journalists. But I'm going to hit you with an even cooler truth nuke.
Buried. There are, you can see, quite a large number of graves.
What are these yellow flags? What are all these yellow flags over here?
Oh, get the fuck out of here, guys.
In this graveyard where they're burying the journalists?
Killed since...
Yeah, journalists. Sky News, what are you guys doing? You guys are my out-of-country go-to for fucking non-biased shit. What is this? Oh, Rita! Do something about this, please. This is horrible. Oh, gross. For those of you that don't know at home, those are Hezbollah flags, which is a terrorist group.
The beginning of March.
Pay attention.
Who cannot be buried.
You notice the yellow with the green?
Buried near their homes and villages because...
Heartbreaking, heartbreaking. This is just a place where innocent people want to be buried alongside... Well, if you pay attention, this is a Hezbollah graveyard. So this has got to be one of the most diabolical self-reports of all time.
I completely agree.
Sky News was in a Hezbollah terrorist graveyard laundering these 3 Lebanese journalists killed. All right, no one knows. Hi, I'm Alex Crawford. I'm reporting from a cemetery that is literally festooned with dozens of Hezbollah flags. But I'm going to pretend that I didn't see them. All right? What are we even fucking doing here? What is the media doing? This is insane. All right? Now, eliminated for years, Ali Hassan Shaib operated as a Hezbollah Radwan Force terrorist under the guise of a journalist. Turns out his press vest was a cover for terror. And the reality is, this is that same fucking guy. So this journalist that was killed was a terrorist that put on a press vest and called himself a journalist. But that doesn't actually make you now, no, you're not allowed to kill journalists, even if they're part-time terrorists.
Fuck that. He's like a fucking colonel, right?
They saw the missile coming and they immediately put on a press vest, which retroactively made firing the missile a war crime. This is honestly insane, dude. Insane. Now, they keep doing this. Amnesty International USA. Oh, no. This is the left. the leftists fighting the bad guys.
Yeah, wait for this one.
It's been 456 days since Dr. Hussam Abu Safia, director of the Kamal Adwan Hospital in northern Gaza, was arbitrarily detained by Israeli forces. He's held without charge or trial. He's been subjected to ill treatment. Israeli authorities must release him. Please, he was just a doctor. Except the New York Post uncovered that Gaza doctor who slammed Israel in New York Times op-eds is a Hamas colonel. Seen in the military uniform. Oh my fucking God. And the
Fuck that guy.
The media is going to sit there, please, you must release the Hamas doctor, please. He's
Nope.
just a doctor. Yeah, anyway. All right, so now there's so much outrage about killing journalists that are terrorists, including from the communist retard ruler of Spain who imported infinite Muslims into his country and gave them amnesty in order for them to, you know, win elections. All right, but notice that they don't talk about something else that just happened in the Middle East. That's honestly so much more heartbreaking. This is a massacre of Christians in Nigeria. So in my previous video yesterday, I covered in depth.
This is not the Middle East. This is in Africa. Nigeria is on the west coast of Africa.
The Syrian massacres of Christians on Palm Sunday.
Yeah,
these are the Nigerian massacres
Sunday
of
night.
Christians on Palm Sunday. So it's wild to me to watch the entire world get all their knickers in a twist, freaking the fuck out about a terrorist that gets killed, when you have Christians getting persecuted en masse throughout Africa and the Middle East to silence, dead silence. Look, I try to cover this as much.
Yeah, I highly doubt he's going to show the pictures, but I did see pictures from this. It was bad. It was a massacre.
Much as I can, because I think it's actually really important. But the fact that other people don't cover it just absolutely proves that the outrage is like completely manufactured. This is someone talking about it.
In Ukabu, they just murdered over 10 people.
Yeah.
Innocent Christians.
Yeah.
On Palm Sunday.
Yeah.
Tinubu, where are you? As your people are slaughtered in the night, as you sit in Aso Rock and you do absolutely nothing, you allow your people to be killed again and again and again and again. When will it stop?
This kid's gonna get killed.
When will you hear the cries of Nigerians?
Like, don't get me wrong, I don't want it to happen, but oh, they're not gonna like this. You don't speak out about this shit or bad stuff happens.
Of Christians, you can no longer deny genocide.
Unless you're safely in a house in America, then you can. I can hide in my little four walls and be okay. But this guy, he needs to watch his back. Be careful, please.
They're being slaughtered. And you say there's no issue. You will regret what you are doing.
This is a real genocide, not like the fake pretendicide in Gaza or whatever, where they literally started a war and lost miserably. And this is to silence of the entire world. It's heartbreaking. It's actually, I cover this every single day. Every single day I try to cover this stuff to bring awareness to it. It breaks my heart. Here's another one, all right? This is the saddest thing in the world. This is a mother holding her child that was murdered by Islamists. Islamist Fulani militias carried out a massacre on Palm Sunday against Nigerian Christians in Plateau State. 12 plus people murdered by Islamists on motorcycles. The Palm Sunday massacre in Angwan, Rukuba. This video shows a mother holding her son for the last time. It's just heartbreaking. Met with absolute silence and apathy.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Nobody.
Now, look at what the media is doing. All right, Israel destroyed the mausoleum of Simon Peter, apostle of Christ, in the village of Shama in southern Lebanon. All right, so this is obviously rubble from an Israeli strike against Hezbollah in Lebanon, I presume. And here we got Nadira Ali, definitely someone who speaks for all Christians, heartbroken that I guess Muslims didn't get to destroy this church first. You know, because they've been pretty good about destroying churches lately. They've been doing it all over Europe for the last couple of years. They've also been doing it all over the world for the last 1,400 years. So I assume that they were just kind of frustrated that Israel got this one and not them. Except, oopsie poopsie, it wasn't a church. It's a mosque. This is fake. It's a mosque, not a church. They literally will see their own mosque destroyed, and instead of actually talking about that, they are going to use it as a propaganda piece. All right, it's a mosque, not a church. It has no connection to Peter, who was buried in Rome, not in Lebanon, bro. And Candace Owens retweets it. IDF terrorists destroyed the mausoleum of St. Peter in Lebanon. One of the 12 apostles, he walked with Jesus on the water, became the first pope, died a martyr. And Candace Owens retweets, my guy, you're a Catholic and you think St. Peter was buried in Lebanon? This is like the most performative outrage I've ever seen. Dude, I'm not even Christian, and I cry for the Nigerian Christians and Syrian Christians that are getting massacred every day. Human beings made in the image of God that worship the same God as I do, killed for their faith, met with silence, straight silence. The Hagia Sophia.
Even I know St. Peter is fucking buried, I believe, in the Basilica of St. Peter. No? That's in Rome?
Built by Christians to be a church, was taken over by the Ottomans. They made it a mosque.
Yep.
Many such cases. Why is there zero outrage that Christians were not able to celebrate Palm Sunday there today? Great question. I don't know. It did become an international incident that in Israel they couldn't celebrate.
Yeah, that was a gorgeous church back in the day. Oh, so pretty.
Palm Sunday, even though there's literally a war going on. And it's not that they couldn't celebrate Palm Sunday, they just couldn't do it in the Church of the Holy Sepulchre because there was actual missile parts that landed on the building. Now, I do think Israel messed up there. I do think that they should have worked it out. I do think they didn't handle it appropriately. But, afterwards, following a productive meeting between the Israel police and Latin Catholic Cardinal Pizzabella, a mutual framework had been established for upcoming Eastern ceremonies due to the complex security reality of the Operation Roaring Lion ceremonies, including the Holy Fire, will be held in symbolic, limited format. The coordination ensures the freedom of worship is maintained alongside our shared primary duty, the protection of human life. The past few weeks, Iranian missile debris impacted within the old city of Jerusalem. These life-saving restrictions are a direct response to real and present danger to all worshipers, and they're working out a way that they could do it in some symbolic fashion that would be safe.
Yeah, no, it would be great, but, yeah, active war zone, guys. Active war zone, like it has been for the last 3,000 years. 2,000 years. Either way, it's like it's a lot of fucking thousands of years, okay?
Does this really sound like Christian persecution? Because to me,
whole lot of blood over in that area.
This looks like a lot more Christian persecution. And it's met with silence from the entire world. Muslims have been killing Christians for the last 1,400 years. Who the fuck convinced you that they ever stopped? Because you might think the Crusades ended, but they didn't think so.
Not wrong, you guys. Not wrong. Another great video from Nux, just like they always are. Alright, I'll see you later.